take it as a very important and powerful sign that we are having a conference here in the heart of Europe about rethinking beyond a dependency on growth. This topic has been around for decades, but it's becoming more and more central and pertinent to every economic conversation because it just won't go away. Its relevance is only increasing.
Es war mir ein besonderes Anliegen, dass wir die österreichische Ratspräsidentschaft eben auch dazu verwenden, das Thema Wachstum im Wandel stärker zu verankern auf der einen Seite, aber eben auch mit mehreren internationalen Gästen eben auch bereichern. Das ist uns gelungen, speziell Ban Ki-moon als Vater auch der Sustainable Development Goals hat eine viel beachtete Keynote-Speech gehalten und ich bin überzeugt davon, dass das jetzt wirklich nur mal einen richtig guten Rückenwind mit sich bringen wird, damit wir auch die Sustainable Development Goals in Österreich stärker verankern.
I've always been a fan of growth in transition from its early days. I love the fact that it came from inside government, from the Ministry of Life, and I liked the vision that it had to create a space for conversation, and I liked its sense that actually what we're talking about is a system in transition, and where the ability to kind of meet and talk about that and converse around what it means and to think in practical terms about how to achieve that transition is really important, and that's exactly what the conference has done over the last decade.
I think this is a fantastic sequence and series of conferences. It's 10 years now, it's the 10th anniversary, and it's basically helped create not only a punctual discussion but a regular flow of discussion and bringing in every year more and more participants from across Europe to broaden the debate on how we have prosperity without necessarily growth.
I think I've been very much inspired. It's been a very good conference, tackled quite difficult issues, and I like the fact that they brought in some school children and let them input into that call for action. I think that was very innovative and brave to do.
So I think it's very interesting topics. And I think that it's great that the European Union and the European Commission are discussing sustainability and the growth of Europe and how to move Europe forward. And obviously, as an African, I'm hoping that my continent can have these kind of conversations as well.
It's fantastic that the conference is much bigger than it has been in the past. It's fantastic that it involves current ministers from both Austria and the Netherlands. It's clear that policymakers are listening, but I regret to say that the science is moving very much in the wrong direction, and we have an enormous amount of work to do to catch up on where we should have been 20 years ago. So it's a very challenging agenda, but I hope at least that we're now properly engaged in it.
And I remember a kind of small room in the early days inside the ministry. I don't remember exactly where the first one was, to the movement from there to a conference that now attracts hundreds of people to it, from a wide audience and a new audience, a new and younger audience, really keen to take those ideas forwards. That's really the strength of growth in transition.
Für die Zukunft wünsche ich mir, dass wir wirklich eine Bewegung starten können. Eine Bewegung in der Umsetzung der Sustainable Development Goals, eine Bewegung auch vor allem für mehr Klimaschutz und eine Bewegung dafür, dass die Menschen einfach wirklich verstehen, dass es um ihre Zukunft geht, dass wir vor allem eben auch keinen zweiten Planeten haben und dass wir verantwortungsbewusst mit unseren Ressourcen umgehen müssen.